Hey everybody, this is Darksied, and welcome back to part 25 of our Dark Souls walkthrough, continuing on in the Catacombs. Okay, now what we're going to be doing here is just a little bit of cleanup work before we go ahead and face off on the boss. And what I'll talk about cleanup work is that I've got a couple of places that I want to go and finish up. First off being that place with the breakable wall. We want to go in there and pick up the ring that's down there. And secondly, we're going to go ahead and kill the Black Knight and get him completely out of the way. Then after that, we're going to make for run for the boss. Alright. Let's kill the trash here. Get them out of the way. There's a pair of archers in here, and one of them, more than the other, is actually in a fairly peculiar spot. If you can kill them before going in, I'd recommend it, although they're extremely hard to hit, so you most likely have to go in there. There are ladders up to them, but one of them is kind of on a small ledge, and he's really hard to get to. As you can see here, I'm trying to work out if I can actually use some arrows on that guy to bring him down, just so I don't have any real trouble with him. You see, the other one is already shooting me from there, and he will get a few arrows off without you being able to do anything before you can even climb up to the top here. Alright, next thing here, to clear out that other one, you have to make a plunging attack here, which can be actually kind of hard. You see that ledge he's on is fairly narrow. As a matter of fact, just trying to get him here, I missed him at least twice before I finally got it. Okay. Now, see, I managed to get the skeleton out of the room. Normally you're supposed to walk up and then he's supposed to fall through some bricks. But for some strange reason, I guess a small bug or something, he managed to fall down before the bricks fell down, as you saw there. Okay, just one thing left to do. Collect that ring and let's get out of here. Now, whenever you wear that room in the tomb area of Anor Londo, and it's an area you very well might have missed because it's at the bottom of the turning bridge. It's at the very bottom of it, so you have to go all the way down and then run all the way down the stairs to the bottom and get down in there. But if you're wearing the ring, there'll be a passage that'll open up and a boss door. Or, if you go up there, you can actually talk to Gwendolyn and join the Dark Moon Blade. Oftentimes, what a lot of people do is go ahead and join them and then go ahead and kill Gwendolyn. You get out of the Covenant, but Gwendolyn himself drops some decent things for spellcasters. And yet more exploding skulls. Okay, heading back down in here, and as you recall from the last episode, I told you that there was a couple places where you could fall through. This is the easiest way to get to the knight. You can actually coax him down from the cavern with all the wheel skeletons in it, but this is far easier. At least you get to have him all by himself in a moderately contained space without having to contend with all of those wheel skeletons at the same time, which can be very, very brutal. Anyway, just hop down here. Sometimes if you get it right, you can actually do a plunging attack on him. Sorry, I missed it. Oh, he got me good. Nice wake-up call there. He's actually one of the slower knights. That axe is kind of a bear to wield. Well, be sure to pick up your loot here. It's not great. Now, you've got two options here. You can fall down and head towards the boss once more, but that's not the route I'm going to take. As I said, I want to do an NPC summon here, and unfortunately you can't get to it from here. There's a very specific way that you have to get to this particular guy. So we're just going to go ahead and bone out here, and then we're going to head down the right way. Okay, the first thing obviously we're going to have to do is go ahead and become human. And then what the heck, you're already human, you might as well kindle your fire. Okay, as you can see down there, that right down there is the first place that we're going to want to drop off. And you can, do like I did there and fall off. And if you're quick about it, you can make a second fall here to this platform. You can see there's the summon sign for the NPC. Do this quickly enough and those skulls won't have a chance to go ahead and explode on you and kill you. And here we are, summoning Paladin Leroy. The only thing fun, the only thing more fun about summoning Leroy here, other than watching him kill skeletons, is later on in the Tomb of the Giants whenever he invades and you get to kill him. See if I can't rile up some of these guys right fast. Probably do better if I had better aim. Now there's times I've seen Leroy come down here and just own every one of these guys. There's also times whenever I've seen him get owned. This happens to be one of those times where I thought I'd better go ahead and make a run for the boss because it looked like he wasn't faring so well. Oh, he ran off. And then he rolls out of the way just as I'm going for my plunge. Alright, well, let's get in here to the boss room. You see, it still takes Paladin Leroy a little while to follow you after you. Because I'll stand in here and wait for a minute just to wait for him to catch up. As you can see there, he went down about half health. and he gets through the fog door and is still wanting to fight those things. Luckily, he is a paladin, though, so he'll be able to heal himself. And now to fight Pinwheel. Pinwheel is deceptively easy. I mean, you get to this point in the game, and this guy is truly a real pushover. This is actually probably one of the hardest times I've ever had fighting him before, mainly because he disappeared a few times on me, and I wasn't able to find the right one fast enough. Normally, I guess I just get lucky or something, but I mean, of course, he's dead in a few hits. This one, he manages to elude me ever so slightly for just a moment. But anybody can honestly do this fight. It's pathetically easy. So one lightning bolt there, and, you know, took off a huge amount of health on him. Just gotta find the right one. Which one would it be? He's on you. But it wasn't on him, because if you notice over there, Leroy hit him with Grant and knocked the holy piss out of him. So he found him before I did. One of the things that I really would like to do is to build a character around Grant, just because I really, really like that weapon. And that will conclude episode 25. Remember, if you like these videos, please click the like button. And if you'd like to see more, click subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.